Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday morning meditation. If you're here in person or online, I just invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes with me and just sink into that space and that place of grace inside. Allowing yourself to breathe slowly and gently. Allowing your body to relax all the way from the crown of your head, down through your body, down through your legs, all the way down to your toes. Allow wherever you're sitting to just simply support you so that you can simply be and rest here in this space. As you breathe, as you inhale and exhale, as you focus on the sounds of the music, the sounds of the natural world, imagining how they can pour through the windows and the windows of your heart. As you breathe and journey inward, know that I will mind the time as you travel within. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow yourself to just slowly and gently bring your awareness back to this space. To your body where you sit. To those around you. as you bring your awareness back to this space right here and right now, I invite you to just breathe into all the spring color around us. All the flowers blooming. And know that you are blooming too. And just simply know that you are beautifully you. When you feel ready, I invite you to open your eyes. Namaste.
person next to you.
Look at that person next to you.
Say, I recognize the God in you.
I recognize the God in you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
Come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together
in the name of love. We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
We come together.
Come together.
We come together in the name of love.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at that person next to you.
God loves you and I love you too.
God loves you and I love you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together.
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 We come together in the
honor of God in each other. Take a look at that person next to you. Say, Namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together,
come together,
come together,
we come together,
come together,
we come together in the name of love.
We come together,
We come together,
we come together,
we come together,
come together,
we come together in the name of love.
we come together,
We come together,
come together,
we come together,
come together,
we come together in the name of love.
we come together,
We come together,
come together,
we come together,
come together,
we come together in the name of love.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I am worthy of that love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me. I'm worthy of this love. Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
I know that.
I know that.
Spirit loves me.
Spirit loves me.
That's a fact. Gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me. I'm worthy of this love. When I'm down,
When I'm down,
I turn to you.
I turn to you.
When I'm down,
When I'm down,
pull me through. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm gonna let Spirit love me now. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of this love.
Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Ahava Center for Spiritual Living. Ahava is the Hebrew word for love. And we gather every Sunday knowing that love is,
Always the answer.
it is always the answer. That is right. I'm Reverend Rainbow, and along with the Reverend Sunny, who is not here, we are your co-spiritual directors, and we welcome you here today. So we're sending Sunny some love as she's taking a day off. I don't know about you all, but if you were here yesterday, we had so much fun at our volunteer appreciation barbecue. Yes. So thank you all. Got a little sunburn, but you know, it's all good. So if you are joining us online this morning, we want to give a special shout out to you as well and say hello. Please let us know where you're tuning in from on the chat today, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe and share the love online. And those of you in the room as well, we invite you to take out your phone. Feel free to take pictures, videos, and check in as well. So who are we? Well, we are a conscious community committed to curiosity so that we may provide a loving space to be reminded of the truth of who we are. We are an open and affirming community, so whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual path, know that you are welcome here. So I'd love for you to take a moment now and just say hello, maybe put your hands over your heart and say to someone, thank you for being a reflection of me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So many beautiful lights in this room. It's good to be seen and to see. Yes. So we have a fabulous vision and purpose here as well. I invite you to repeat after me. We are an inclusive community.
We are an inclusive community
Committed to global transformation
committed to global transformation
through personal evolution.
through
through personal evolution.
And our purpose, it's up there, let's do it together. Wake up, step up, and make a difference. That's right. And today's affirmation is, I dare to be me. Let's do it. I dare to be me. I dare you. All right. If you are joining us for the first time, we want to especially welcome you and welcome you home, knowing that your presence here makes a difference. And we would love to acknowledge you. All you have to do is raise your hand or stand. Our core council members have a special gift for you. So anyone here for the first time? Welcome. Welcome. We invite you to stick around after service as well. We have coffee and tea, and we would love to get to know you more. We are also so grateful for the many hearts and hands that come together to help to not only create this Sunday morning experience, but that all that goes on throughout the week behind the scenes to create this loving community. So special thank you to all of our volunteers, and just give yourself a little pat on the back. And especially if you weren't able to join us yesterday, we extend our warm love and gratitude to you. And if you're looking for a way to get more involved, being in service is a wonderful way. We are looking for volunteers in our youth ministry as well as on our tech team, either behind the camera, running the slides, doing the live stream. So if you have a little, if you're a little tech savvy, it just takes a little bit. We'll train you. It could be a good fit for you. And also on our greeter team, if you like to say hello in the morning, or hospitality to help create our wonderful experience of fellowship after service. So volunteering is a wonderful way to plug in, to get to know folks, and to be of service. Speaking of service, I mentioned that yesterday we had our Save a Barbecue, and we also announced the winner of the Mary Elrod Hart Award for Volunteer of the Year. And this year, not only did we have one, but we had two, because there was a tie. And it was a perfect tie, because I'd love to announce that this year's award goes to Ron and Nancy Eisen. Okay. Let's give them a hand. Yes. There's Ron, yes. Yay, Ron! And Nancy is away this weekend, but we are sending her our love, and I recorded Reverend Sunny's speech yesterday when she acknowledged them and sent it to her, so she is so grateful for the acknowledgement. Also, I want to give a special thank you, because all of you, if you enjoyed some of those vegan and beef burgers, it was because we were donated a wonderful new grill. So that grill is ours now, forever. So I see more barbecues coming in our future. But I want to acknowledge Karen Boyd for the wonderful donation of our grill. So thank you. Thank you. Also today, we have some things going on. So we get to gather on Zoom this afternoon to acknowledge our beloved community member, Margaret Long. She made her transition earlier this year, but she said, I do not want a memorial service. So it's not a memorial service. But we are going to gather those who loved her and come online, share stories, very informal, but just have a moment to be together and to acknowledge the greatness that Margaret Long is, and her impact continues to be on this community. So that is today at 2 p.m. on Zoom. It's on the screen there. It is on our social media, it went out on our newsletter. So if you're not sure what the link is, find a volunteer. We'll get you connected so you can join us today. This Tuesday night is our Queering Spirituality group for teens and young adults, and it's going to be here at 6:30. We also have a new class coming up, Visioning. So visioning is a spiritual practice where you really open up to listen to that inner guidance of what is seeking to be expressed through you. What is the highest vision for any area of your life? And Reverend Sunny is going to be facilitating that class. It's going to be online, so you can tune in from anywhere around the world. It's going to be on Monday evenings. It's 5 weeks, although it starts on May 23rd, so we're skipping the second week from Memorial Day. It's spaced out over 6 weeks, but there's actually 5 classes. You can find out all the information online for that as well. We are going to be creating a visioning core here. So we're looking for a select group of folks who really enjoy the practice of visioning and want to serve your community by being that open vessel of spirit to see what is being called forth for the highest vision of Ahava. So if you're interested in serving on that visioning core, this class is a prerequisite because you got to learn how to vision, right? So we look forward to that coming up. And lastly, make sure to save the date, Friday night, July 22nd. It is going to be my ordination celebration. Yes. Looking forward to that, and it's going to be at 21C, the Art Museum downtown. Super excited. So July 22nd, information coming soon. Let's give some love to our band, yes? Woo! We've got Joe Chinquina, our music director, also on bass. Lauren Dechtenberg on keys and also doing our readings. John Dittert on drums. Our featured vocalist today is Margot Buchanan. Woo-hoo. And Mr. Jeff Watts back there on sound. Thank you, thank you. And today's practitioner is Kim D'Amata. So I invite you now just to take that deep breath. As we begin to center in, dropping into that space, that infinite place, as we open up for our centering and opening prayer.
I live in perfect love. I live in perfect peace. I leave the past behind. I let go. I release and I breathe in the light, and I live in the love. I live in perfect love. I live in perfect peace. I leave the past behind. I let go. I release and I breathe in the light, and I live in the love.
Breathing in to that love, that sacred love that God is. I know this spirit, this energy that pours through everything as this sacred love, as light, as peace, as freedom, as power and joy. And as this is the truth of God, I know that this is the truth of me. This is the truth for every person here, every person within earshot, each beloved member of our community, and then beyond into Lexington, into the world. And I breathe into this truth, knowing that we are so blessed to be here together with each other in person and online. We're so blessed by all of the hearts and hands who have made this possible. We're blessed by our musicians. We're blessed by our tech team. We're blessed by those watching our children and those welcoming people to our center. And soaking in this blessing and simply breathing that in, I know that all is in perfect and divine order. I bless our ministers, Reverend Rainbow, who's speaking today. I bless Reverend Sunny, getting a much needed rest. I bless this time, and I simply let it be by saying, and so it is. Amen.
And I
Today's reading is by Elizabeth Gilbert. I live a creative life, and you can't be creative without being vulnerable. I believe that creativity and fear are basically conjoined twins. They share all the same major organs and cannot be separated one from the other without killing them both. And you don't want to murder creativity just to destroy fear. You must accept that creativity cannot walk even one step forward except by marching side by side with its attached sibling of fear.
Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure it's what you really want, because your mind was made for thinking. Energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you do not know. And if you let it idle, ain't no telling where it'll go. Wherever you are sleeping, let your dreams take you away, and go on with your dreaming, but listen to what they say. And if you hear spirits talking, their wisdom can't be bought. Just apply it to your thinking, 'cause energy follows thought. not know. And if you let it idle, ain't no telling where it'll go. Imagine what you want, then get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say.
Yes. Love it. Did anyone get the chance to see Willie Nelson in concert last night? If so, I was going to be so jealous. If you did, you're probably watching online because it was a late night, I'm sure. But I recently heard Willie Nelson interviewed on a podcast with Brene Brown, I believe it was. And it was fabulous. And he's speaking all of these spiritual truths. And I sent it to my mom because she's a huge Willie Nelson fan. And I'm like, I think Willie Nelson might be into this new thought stuff, you know? And then I see that Joe has picked this song. This is like last week. And then I see this song. I'm like, that's perfect. So just feeling all of that Willie Nelson vibes and big love right now. All right, and thank you, Margot, for the beautiful rendition and the band. Give them some more love. Yes. So today we are wrapping up our series on creativity. So our theme for this whole year is living everyday wonder. And this month we're focusing on creativity. We've looked at the creative impulse, that energy that moves within each of us. And then we discussed dancing with inspiration. And last week, we discussed transcending this world of form and effects by embracing a higher identity of who we are. So what's left? Well, it's time to get off our butts. What? To boldly go where no one has gone before. And I'm not just talking about getting off our physical bottoms. I'm talking about those butts that stop us from being all that we are here to be, right? It's those buts that are excuses. It's the, oh, I wish I could, but. Or, I would love to, but I'm not good enough. Or, this sounds great, but I don't have enough, whether it be enough time, talent, money, energy. I would love to, but I'm just not a creative person. Well, as Brene Brown says, there is no such thing as creative or non-creative people. Only those who use their creativity and those who don't. So what we know is that the very essence and nature of who we are is creativity, because there is this creative life force back of all things that is expressing in, as, and through each of us. So the very nature of life is creative. But what stops us from expressing that innate creative energy? Well, mostly it's self-doubt. And there's many reasons why we may doubt ourselves and let our butts get in our way. First of all, our brains are hardwired for survival, which then is also hardwired for this kind of status quo, mediocrity, and instant gratification. We're not used to sitting in the discomfort of uncertainty, in the discomfort of the unknown, or embracing failure. But embracing the unknown, stepping into something that may lead to failure is the very essence of what it means to embrace creativity. Just like that reading said, we must walk hand in hand with the fear, the doubt, and that creative impulse. Seth Godin says, an enemy of fear is creativity. Acting in a creative way generates action. And action persuades the fear to lighten up. So when we get up and get into action, when we choose to rise up and to pick ourselves up, however many times, over and over again, we begin to pull ourselves up energetically away from the kind of status quo vibration that the world is and that the planet is kind of, living at. It's easy to be seduced by the world of form, by mediocrity, by just doing it so to kind of get along, to avoid the possibility of failure. Yet what I know is that we are here because we are interested in playing a bigger game. Yes? And just like any game, it takes practice. And we must get on the court and remain mindful of our thoughts. Willie Nelson told us, energy follows thought. So are we entertaining thoughts of lack, of doubt and fear, or are we awake to the power and potential that lives within us? Are we allowing self-sabotaging behaviors of numbing out, whether it be binge watching TV or through eating or drinking or any of those things that are not necessarily bad in and of themselves, but when we are out of alignment with our relationship to them, it can cause suffering. If we're turning to these things to kind of numb out because the idea of expressing something that is coming through us feels too much or too scary, that is perhaps something to look at. There's an impact when we do not share of this creativity, when we do not express this divine energy, this pulse that is moving through us. And the impact is not only for our own lives, but for the community in our world. Because when we don't share ourselves, we are withholding the gift of inspiration that we may bring to someone else. Like I look around this room, we have a new art show up now, and several of the artists are sitting right here. And when I look at this art, the paintings, the quilts, I don't even know what to call that. Woven shield. I mean, it's amazing. When I look at this, there's something that stirs within me that gets excited, that feels that energy, that resonance of life being expressed in a unique way that has never been expressed, nor will it ever be expressed again. Yet if these artists had allowed their self-doubt to hold them back and perhaps tried something or stopped, rather, after the first failure, we wouldn't be blessed by the gift of this art. So that is just one example how when we hold ourselves back, not only is there an impact for ourselves, but for the world. Holding back our gifts and kind of hoarding our talents causes us to suffer. I know for me, it's like I get a physical feeling, kind of like a pressure on my chest, you know. Brené Brown says, unused creativity is not benign. It lives within us until it is expressed, neglected to death, or suffocated by resentment and fear. So what do you want your relationship with creativity to be? One that is expressed, suppressed, neglected, suffocated? You get to choose. And the awesome thing is that in each and every moment we can choose and choose again. So this isn't an opportunity to sit here and beat yourself up for what you haven't done in the past. It's an opportunity to see anew, right here, right now, what do I get to do? Who do I choose to be today? How am I going to allow the creative nature of spirit to move through me today? I know for me, I could, easily turn it on myself and go back to all the projects over my lifetime that I started and didn't finish. But what does that do? That's just another way of that self-sabotaging that stops me. And so I recently came to a place of peace with letting go some of those things that I'd started, 20 years ago, and opened up to what is mine to do now. And some of those things may still live within me, and some may come out in some new form. But what I know is we're always growing and expressing and changing and expanding. So there's something new that's seeking to move through me now than there was 20 years ago. But I have to be willing to let that go. Where was I? A big reason that we hold back our creativity and play small is comparison. Anyone else relate? That idea of comparing ourselves to someone else's creativity or art or expression in the world, it can hold us back from what is ours to do. But the truth is that we each have something unique to express, and it's going to fall upon people's ears in a different way. Like I could easily choose to sit back and think, Reverend Sonny gives excellent messages. There are New Thought teachers all over the world that anyone can access anytime online. Why should I even bother? Why should I even say anything? What does my voice have to mean, right? So it's easy how we can fall into that pattern of comparing ourselves when we see other people doing what we desire to do in an excellent way. But what I know is there is a particular energy that is flowing through each of us, and that the way I say something will land for someone in this room differently than anyone else. So because of that, because of making the impact on even one person, I stand up here and I do what I'm here to do. And I choose to allow those others to inspire me, not to copy or imitate, but to inspire me to stand in my own greatness. And I hope that I do the same for you. Inspire you to stand in whatever yours is to share and to express with the world. Listening to that inner impulse of the divine spirit that rises within each of us. Because we all have unique tastes and different styles and different things that we're attracted to. And it doesn't mean that one's better or worse, it's just different. So as many ways that we can express in this world, there will be the people and the energy and the resonance there that is attracted to your unique gifts, your unique message. I encourage you to begin to find ways to express this nature and to discover within yourself that unique essence of creativity that is who you are. It may be going out and exploring a new neighborhood, or for some it may be going to an art museum or a show or reading something. But stepping out of your comfort zone and seeing what is there that might bring something new to life for you that you haven't thought of before. The invitation is to get off our butts and to allow creativity in whatever way it is seeking to be expressed through each of us to be unleashed into the world. But here's the rub. In order to boldly go to create something where no one else has gone or done before, to bring our unique gifts into the world, we must embrace vulnerability. open our hearts, let down our defenses, and dare to live authentically. If, that is, we want to experience the fulfillment of a life well lived. We must embrace humility, letting go of thinking that we know it all, and even letting go of being an expert in a certain field. Because by letting go of what we think we know, we step into the world of curiosity and wonder. Brene Brown, I'm obviously a Brene Brown fan, she says, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Creativity involves walking hand in hand with that fear and that doubt. And the way out is through. And the way through is acceptance. Accepting all of who we are. The messy parts. Just like in any creative process, there's going to be a mess. So we must accept all of who we are. Acknowledge our fears and our doubts. And then boldly choose to keep on moving. Step by step, moving forward in the direction of our dreams. Walking with our fears and our doubts, but not letting them hold us back. So one way to cultivate this creative mindset is trying something new and stepping into the unknown, into the uncertainty. Surrounding yourself with creative influences to stimulate your creativity, as well as being willing to embrace failure. And I know it can seem counterintuitive to think about holding hands with your fears and your doubts to actually accept that part of who you are. And it's only because we've been conditioned to think that mistakes are bad, failure is bad, and we should avoid it at all costs. But a mistake is just a mistake. Every creative, if you listen or their life stories or read a book, they always tell you about how many times they tried and failed until they got what they felt was it, whatever the it may be, right? So we have to be willing to step into that vulnerability of making a mistake, of falling flat on our face, and sometimes in a very public way, but then rising up, picking ourselves up again, and remembering the spiritual truth that we are whole, perfect, and complete, that we are sourced by, backed by the entire universe. Dr. Ernest Holmes, who is the founder of the Science of Mind teaching, he says, the Almighty has implanted genius within the soul of everyone. And what we need to do is unearth that inner genius and cause it to shine forth. All the power and intelligence of the universe is already within, waiting to be utilized. I love that. All the power and intelligence of the universe is already within, waiting to be utilized. So are you going to use it? The entire power and potentiality of the cosmos lives within you. It's in your spiritual DNA. So stand firm with me knowing who you are. And at the same time, embracing humility of a beginner's mind, right? It's such a nuance, right? I'm like, know who you are, be bold, be proud, and at the same time, admit that you know nothing. And there you go. Therein lies that, that skinny branch of possibility, of creativity to be ignited and expressed through you. By understanding that we are one with all life and that we are vessels for creative energy to flow through, we get to create not only beautiful art, but we also get to be the vessels for solutions to big problems and issues in our world. Embracing a beginner's mind actually paves the way for Spirit to be revealed in a new and unique way in, as, and through us. When we vision for guidance and insights, we reveal magnificent ideas that both ground us in truth and launch us into expressing a life of meaning and passion. So I'd like to wrap up this month on creativity by providing some questions for you to contemplate and explore. You can close your eyes if you want, or you may want to go back later and watch the recording and do some journaling and see what is revealed. So first I invite you to think about what is something that you love. What is something that you are always thinking about doing? Maybe you love being outdoors, reading, learning new things. Maybe it's watching airplanes, gardening, antiques, quilting. What is it that you really love such that it's something that you are always thinking about? And then next, I invite you to ask, what is it that you do that you lose yourself in? What causes you to lose track of time? To be completely in the moment, absorbed in what you're doing? Maybe it's playing with children. Maybe it's cooking or creating something in the kitchen. Singing, dancing. What do you do that you lose yourself in? And what are you most at home in your own skin? Where do you feel that comfort of, this is who I am? And again, maybe it's making bread or doing something, some people are really into cars. I don't know. That's just coming through, like fixing up a car. Maybe it's hiking or skiing, knitting, painting, dancing. Where do you just feel like, this is who I am? I'm comfortable in this environment, doing this thing. And finally, what makes your heart sing? What makes your heart sing? And what not only makes your heart sing, but what pulls on your heartstrings? Maybe it's social justice work or activism, volunteering at an animal shelter, advocating for an oppressed community. What makes your heart sing and pulls at your heartstrings? So I invite you to just contemplate these ideas throughout this week and let your answers emerge organically from within. Not thinking too hard, not going back and trying to figure it out. There's nothing to figure out. It's simply just to live in the question and see what is revealed. Knowing that as we explore what we love to do and what we care about, that we are drawn to a sense of self-awareness that activates something within us, leading us to what is ours to do and to express in this world. For truly we are here to love and be loved, and to unleash our creativity onto the world. All creation starts with a yes, a creative impulse of spirit, and we meet that impulse of spirit with our own yes, getting off our butts and standing fully in our self-worth, yet being open and humble. And then we are filled with the potential for creating a great aliveness and discovering who knows what. We are open. So we long to feel alive and awake and energized and uplifted. So I dare you this week to step out of your comfort zone and step into the spiritual truth of your life, to play, to explore, to wonder as you wander, and be bold. Dare to show up as that unique expression that you already are, knowing that your spiritual DNA is unique to you and can never be repeated. I invite you now to repeat after me. I am unrepeatable.
I am unrepeatable.
That's the truth, and so it is. Let us pray. So taking a deep breath. Breathing into the awareness that there is one life, one energy, one power, one presence, this energy that is pure life force, this source back of all things, that is creativity, that is freedom. Knowing and recognizing this one life as the very essence of who I am, I step boldly into the awareness that creativity is expressing in, as, and through my life. That it is who I am, that I am one with all, and therefore, living a life of creativity is what it is all about. So I show up in my yes, boldly and humbly, open to whatever is seeking to be revealed through me now. And as I speak this word, I know that this must be true for each and every one of us, for there is only one life, one divine creativity that is expressing itself in and as all life. So I'm so grateful to speak this word for each and every one of us, knowing that the very essence of creativity is having its way in and as our lives right here, right now. That we step boldly into this yes of life to be fully self-expressed, self-aware, letting go of and releasing any of those doubts and fears that have held us back in the past, knowing that right here, right now is a clean slate, a new opportunity to say yes to who we are becoming, to open up to curiosity, and to stand boldly in the unknown. And that creative, dark, fertile soil in which a seed is planted and life is birthed. We stand boldly and firmly grounded in this field of pure potentiality, knowing that within us, just like within that seed, is all that is needed to carry forth all that we are being called to do, be, express in this world. So I'm just so grateful to know this truth. So grateful to know that this word is manifest as I speak it. Knowing that energy follows thought, I place my full awareness and attention and focused energy into that which is becoming within me. Remaining open and grateful, bold, curious, humble, and vulnerable. I allow life to do its thing, and I say yes. Yes, to being a full expression of this thing called life in a unique form that is unrepeatable. So with great gratitude now, I release this word into the action of the law that always says yes, 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 my beloved, it is done, and it is so. And so it is. before you sit down, I invite you to turn to someone and say, I can't wait to see what you create. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, so much creative energy buzzing in the room. I love it. All right, so now we're going to move into our time of conscious giving. We're going to pass a physical basket in the room, but if you're online, there are several ways you can give online as well. You can text the word GIVE to 859-209-6996. You can also go to our website, and there's a giving tab right there. And we open to the flow of life, knowing that as we give, we open those channels to receive as well. Today is the last Sunday of the month, so we are highlighting an organization in which we are going to be donating to as well as a community. So this month's community tithe is going to the UN High Commissioner on Refugees to support Ukrainian refugees. I'll tell you a little bit about them. They say millions of people, mostly women and children, have been forced to flee Ukraine. They are on the ground scaling their response to provide assistance and ensure those displaced find safety in welcoming arms in this moment of crisis. They're providing emergency shelter and life-saving aid, including food, medicine, and clean water. Your gift also provides for families after the crisis passes, ensuring that they have the necessary resources and support as they work tirelessly to rebuild their lives. So knowing that when you give today, you not only give to the vision of Ahava, you open up to the flow to give to this organization that is doing wonderful work for those in need right now. So I invite you now to take your hands over your heart if you choose and repeat after me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I joyously contribute to the vision of Ahava, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Grateful.
Take it away, Margot and the band. This is going to be a fun one. I feel it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I've known since I was young I wouldn't stay where I was from, wouldn't take the easy road, went ahead and made my own. Why walk when you can run? I had to get used to know every high takes a low. I can't go with the flow when I want to make waves. Oh, I just see in it now, just like a break in the clouds. Feel the sun shining down on me. I'm on my way up,
Won't look back.
I'm on my way up.
Past is past.
'Cause I found the strength inside of me. Hold my head up high, believe. I'm on my way up. I'm going up my way. I'm going up my way. I'm going up. Thank God for my mistakes. For the tears and the lonely days. Yeah, even though it hurt like hell. No, I never lost myself. 'Cause I'll bend but I don't break. When I'm seeing it now, just like a break in the clouds. Feel the sun shining down on me. I'm on my way up. Won't look back. I'm on my way up. Past is past. 'Cause I find the strength inside of me. Hold my head up high 'cause I believe. I'm on my way up. I'm going up my way. Oh, I'm going up my way. I'm going up. I'm still fighting my demons. I don't believe them. Finally following my soul. I'm still me, but better, stronger than ever. And I know I'm on my way up.
Don't look back.
I'm on my way up.
Past is past.
Find my strength inside of me. Head up high 'cause I believe. I'm on my way up. I'm going up my way. I'm going up my way. I'm going up my way. I'm going up.
Woohoo! Yes.
We love you. You're a shining star. Wonderful. Just the way you are. We celebrate your sacred face. We love you just the way you are. We love you just the way you are. We do.
Yay! Hi, everybody. Would you, Eli, you wanted to share the affirmation. What was our affirmation?
I am a green earth citizen.
All right. Yes.
I am a green earth citizen, and today, what did we do? There were a couple, share one of the things we did.
We picked up trash around the building.
Oh, thank you.
We wore gloves. There's nothing inappropriate.
We planted flowers outside.
We weeded and planted flowers outside.
Wow. Yay.
And we read about how recycling can help the earth.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Let's give them some love.
And we had some new friends come out and play with us today, too, which was very exciting. So, yeah, let's go get snack and drinks.
All right. We'll see you out there. All right, so just a reminder that practitioners are available to pray with you. And what that looks like currently is we have a prayer box. When you leave, going out that door, the outside door, there's a box there you can put in a prayer request, and practitioners will pray over that prayer request all week. And there's also a form online on our website if you want to submit a prayer request there too. And if you put your phone number or email, they will reach out to you as well. Also, our Taste of Ahava Summer of Fun and Fundraising is kicking off soon. Next Sunday, we're going to be announcing all of the events and parties that have been generously hosted by various community members so that the 100% of the ticket sales goes to Ahava, but I want to announce one that's coming up a little bit earlier because spring is our friend, and we want to go in order to see the beautiful flowers at the Red River Gorge. So Patty Cooper is hosting our first event on Tuesday, May 17th, and they're going to be carpooling out to Red River Gorge and then having pizza at Miguel's Pizza afterwards. If you've never been to either, it's amazing. There's only 8 spots available, and those tickets will be going on sale this week online, and we'll have the information next Sunday where you can sign up in person as well. So also, don't forget the visioning class coming up, as well as this afternoon at 2 o'clock on Zoom. It's not a memorial, but we're going to share our stories in love for the life of Margaret Long. All right, I invite you now to stand and repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It's this thing called life. Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my creativity.
Life is in my creativity.
No, let's do that again. Life is in my creativity.
Life is in my creativity.
Yeah. I accept it.
I accept it.
I am it.
I am it.
I share it.
I share it.
Just the way it appears.
Just the way it appears.
And just the way it appears not.
Just the way it appears not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. 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 Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. 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 Let me love in a holy, holy way.
We want to thank everyone for coming out today and for joining us online. Don't forget to embrace your creative side today, so grab those butts and show them the door.